Good evening, everyone. Namaste. So thank you for joining me this evening for the class. So this evening the class will be mainly oriented on working on hips. Yeah? So very important. They always tips are really, they're not open as much as we would like to, and that's maybe because no, it's not just maybe just a physical factor. It could be related to your emotions, because the hips is where we, especially women, store all the emotions, and especially for women because this part of the body is very important for women. For example, during delivery, men cannot do that. So this part of the body is related to lots of emotions. So if we can release some of the emotions, maybe we can open the hips, and vice versa. If we work on this part of the body, the chakra which is there, then we can really release some feelings which we don't really need to have with us. So yes, that's very important. So we are working a lot on the hips this evening, but there will be other bits and pieces as well. So listen to your body, as I said before, just be mindful at all times with what you do, and just stay connected to the breath, to your breathing. So we are starting with any cross-leg position of your choice. You can sit on the block if you prefer, and see if you can lengthen to the spine. First of all, just relax the shoulders down towards your ear, away from your ears. Align the shoulders over your hips. Just relax all the muscles of the face. Just feel your body heavy, the contact of the floor, maybe with your buttocks, some of your legs, your feet. And just notice maybe the sensation of your hands on top of your knees. And then, explore your body, just go and notice the sensations in your knees, in your back, in your head, in your mouth. Just start to get a closer connection with your body, physical body. And then start at the same time noticing your breath, the flow of your breath. Notice your heart beating, if you can hear it. Notice all the things that you normally don't pay attention to during your day. You never stop and you say, okay, now I'm going to listen to my heart, to my breathing, how my tummy feels, how my head feels. Just a close connection to yourself, with yourself. Notice which thoughts these, more closer connection to yourself has brought up. And then notice all the thoughts, all the images coming in front of you. And just like you're watching almost a movie, so like almost you wasn't yourself seeing and thinking these things, just watch them without any judgment. Okay, then just only concentrate on your breathing now, and take a big inhale and exhale through your mouth. Just release. Another one, inhale. Just let go. And last one, big inhale. Keep going with your breathing. If possibly, exhale through your nose. And notice how they are. Try to make them a little bit more deeper and longer. And then just breathe normally. Just notice how you feel in this moment. And then turn the palm of the hands facing up, like a sign of receiving, but also of giving. And we start stretching the neck. So we take an inhale. As we exhale, we drop the right ear towards the right shoulder. Take an inhale, we come back to the center, and as we exhale, we bring the left ear towards the left shoulder. Come back to the center. You can have your eyes closed. Just notice your posture, if it has changed, if you're still maintaining the lovely alignment with the shoulders over your hips, with the tummy slightly engaged, with the face, the shoulders, and the hands nicely relaxed. And of course, if you get any pain in your legs, just walk the crossing of your leg or stretch your legs. With the next inhale, we're going to bring slowly the chin down towards the chest. At the end of it, we're exhaling. And then again, coming back to the center with the inhale. As we exhale, we're going to bring the chin towards the ceiling. And relax. And then slowly come back to the center. And relax even more. Just let's place the fingertips to the side. Start to stretch the side of the body. So with the next inhale, inhale, we're going to bring the right arm up. And then softening the left elbow, placing maybe the left hand on the floor. We're going to stretch the right arm all the way until it's possible, until it's not too much discomfort. And until you're not changing your posture, so you're not doing this sort of thing. So we want always follow the alignment, okay? Hip, shoulder, and then ear, hand. Just use your core to slowly come up, and we're going into a twist. So we're going to bring the left hand on the top of the right knee and the right fingertips behind your back. And we're going to use the right fingertips to push away slightly so we can find even a longer alignment. So this should be your inhale when you lengthen. And as you exhale, you just twist and you just open up the right shoulder, and you can look over the right shoulder as well if your neck is okay. Another option would be to drop the left ear. Be very careful with this stretch towards the left shoulder to really stretch the side of your neck, which is sometimes is very hard to stretch. Then we're coming back to the center. We're going to bring the palm of the arms up. Can't talk this evening. And then we are going to do the stretch on the other side. Right hand to the right, left arm up. Nice and long. Another one, another breath. The next inhale, we're coming all the way up. And as we exhale, we're going to twist left, right hand, left knee, left fingertips behind your back. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to twist. Look, open up the left shoulder. Look over your left shoulder or drop very gently the right. Don't just do a brusque movement, just gentle. Right ear, right shoulder. Yeah? And then all the way up. Using the core. Arms comes up. Then we're going to bring the arms behind the back, interlock the fingers, and then lift the arms up as you lower your head down towards the mat. You can have a support, a prop under your head if you want, and if you can't reach the mat. Big stretch for your arms, your shoulders, using the core and your back. You slowly come back up. We relax. We should feel a lot of tightening on the shoulders. So we're going to roll the shoulders 3 times in one direction. And then we're going to go the other direction. 1, 2, 3. It's good. Coming now into a tabletop. So on all fours. With shoulders aligned over the wrist, fingers nice and spread into the mat. Really feel yourself grounded on your hands, and push away with your hands. Then you have the hips aligned over the knees and the legs. The knees are hips width apart. We start finding alignment, nice long neck. Push away with your hands. Push down with your shin. Engage your core. And then 3 cat and cows. So inhale, just bring your bottom up, bring the shoulder blades together, look slightly up. As you exhale, curve, stretch your shoulders, so separating the shoulder blades and pushing away. Relax the chin down towards your chest as you engage your core. And then a little bit faster breath, the movement coming back into cow pose. Cat. Last one. Cow. Cat. Coming back into a neutral tabletop. We're going to stretch the right arm forward and the left leg back. And then if we can, we try to reach the left foot with the right hand and kick the left foot into the right hand. The neck is nice and long, so we are still going to look at the mat a little bit more up than the hands. Just stretch the arm and the leg again and just come back into a tabletop. And we do the other side. So we're going to stretch the left arm forward and the right leg back, pointing the right toes towards your right knee. Trying to bring the right leg as high as possible. And left arm in line with your ears. Bending the right leg, getting hold of the right foot if we can, and just kick the right foot into the left hand. Try to open at the same time the left side of the body. Stretch again. Tabletop. And relax into a child pose with the arms alongside the body and the forehead down towards the mat, or resting onto a block, or maybe resting on a towel made by your wrist. Just feel nice, long, deep inhales and exhales here, just to, again, catch up with your breath. Maybe listen to your body again, notice all the sensations which come up. We're coming back into a seated position very shortly, just to warm up the hips a little bit. So we're going to do butterfly. So we're going to bring the heels in as much as possible. Maybe using the hands to the side, you can lift your body up and then move it forward so they are closer to the heels. Interlock the fingers under the hands and place them under the feet. And then again, stretch through the crown of your head, grow nice and tall, and try to press the soles of the feet together. At the same time, try to bring the knees down towards the mat. And then release. So this is your inhale when you relax, and you let your body go and relax. As you exhale, tense, and try to bring the knees down towards the floor. And again, just release and do it again. Last time. And and release. We're done. Now we're going to place the left heel in. We're going to place the right foot over the left leg, basically, which is bent. This is one option, and you hug your right knee, yeah? Or if you can, we do cow-faced legs. So we're going to place the left knee on top of the right as much as possible. And we're going to sit down. We're going to bring the heels close to our hips. Make sure we're sitting nicely into both sit bones. This is a bit more deeper for the hips. Yeah. Then we're going to place the hands on the soles of the feet if you are in this position. And we're going to hinge forward. Okay. Slightly hinge forward. You should feel a lovely pulling on your right hip. And you go as slow as you want. Slowly. Otherwise you pull something, so just be gentle. And the hips take longer than other parts of the body to stretch and relax as well. Takes longer. So we slowly come up. So of course, if you were there, you could have come down as well and still feel a little bit of the pulling on your right hip. We're going to swap. So it's the left leg over the right. So the right leg is bent. So you could be here and then go forward this way. Or you could place the left knee over the right. And you can come forward a little wiggle to find, the easy way to do that. Or to come closer to the pose. Hands can go on the soles of the feet. Just push down. So you're massaging your feet. And also you grow tall from the crown of the head. And you feel your back stretching and your hips opening. Just relax everything, then inhale as you hinge from the hips. You come forward. Just take your time. Come all the way up. Lovely. We're going to come to the side. We're coming back into tabletop. And from tabletop, we are going to come into downward facing dog. So push up, just your hands. Just the hands should be not under your face. Your wrist should be almost parallel to the mat. You should have your legs, at this stage doesn't matter if they're not straight. We are aiming at straight legs, pushing the heels down. And we are also relaxing the head. No tension on the head or the neck. Just let your head come, be very relaxed. Push really away from the front of the mat and engage your core, sticking the bottom up and opening the front of the body as well. It's almost like you want to melt your chest down into the mat, bringing the shoulder blades slightly together. Just let's have a paddle here to stretch the hamstrings a little bit more than the calves. And then let's stretch the right leg up into a three-legged dog and then open the hip. So open the right hip, bending the right leg, trying to bring the right knee up towards the ceiling and just let the little right foot down go. Just be relaxed. And then we're going to come back into the center with the right knee still bent. And we control, we're going to place the right foot in between the hands. So we're now into a high lunge. Lovely. From high lunge, we're going to drop the left knee down. And we're going to come up into crescent moon. Bringing the palm of the hands together, interlocking the fingers and thumb and index together. We're going to have a little back bend here. And then we're coming all the way down with the hands. We're going to walk this right foot on the outside of the right hand. Left hand stays into the mat. You can stretch this left leg a little bit more to open up the left hip flexor. And then we want to open the right hip. So the right hand is on the inside of the right knee. So you're pushing away. You turn your gaze towards your right shoulder. You breathe and you try to relax as much as possible in this quite challenging pose. Slowly come back to the center. And then see if you can go a little bit lower. Maybe on your forearms. Yeah. And just be careful at your left knee. So move your weight a little bit more forward so it doesn't go on the rotula. Still trying to open the right hip. Then come all the way up. Come back into a three-legged dog, three-leg downward facing dog. And then the right leg comes down, pedal the feet into a downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up. Open the left hip. So bring the left knee high towards the ceiling and let the left foot dangle. Lovely. It's really nice. Come back to the center, left knee bent. Start looking at the front of the mat where we're going to place the left foot. Coming into a high lunge, nice and supported with your legs, your core, and your back. Going to relax the right knee down. You can relax the top of the right foot down, and then just as you inhale, bring your arms up. Hands in prayer, interlock your fingers, thumb and index finger to touch. Back bend if you want. Squeeze the legs together. Just come all the way down. Walk your left foot, towards the outside of the left hand. The right hand will be down into the mat. We're going to place the left hand on the inside of the left knee and start opening the knee to the side, maybe stretching the arm. You can look back. You can even turn your foot to the side, yeah, for the deeper stretch. And you can also stretch the right leg, bring the right knee a little bit more backwards so you can really feel the stretch on your right arm string. Come back to the center. See if we can go a little bit lower. It's an option. So if you have a block, you can have a block and adjust the height with blocks or block. Otherwise, you can go maybe down on your forearms. It's quite deep already. And if it's comfortable, if it feels comfortable, you can go a little bit lower as well. Take your time to unwind from the position. Tuck your right foot under and just press back into a three-legged dog. So left leg is stretched behind, then come into your downward facing dog, pedal your feet. And then we're going to do a little bit of a jump, yeah? So we want to jump in, bringing the feet on the outside of the hands at the top of the mat. If you don't want to try the option, you just do one and then two, and then you just go down into Malasana. Otherwise, from downward facing dog, we're going to start doing sort of frog legs and just stretch the back a few times. Then look past your hands and jump. And then have a little wiggle to find a comfortable squat, which is brilliant to open the hips. So the elbows go on the inside of the knees. Palm of the hands are pressing together and we bring the thumbs closer to the chest. We keep the spine nice and straight. And just few moments of this feels like an eternity, I know. We're going to place the hands into the mat. We're going to come on the tiptoes and bring the feet closer together. We're going to bend the knees and then we're going to relax down, resting the thoughts on top of the thighs. We're going to curl all the way up to a standing, rolling the shoulders away from the ears. And then we're coming back into chair. So we're going to swing the arms forward. We're going to sit back into our lovely chair. And from lovely chair, we're coming into balancing chair. So the arms come behind, coming on the tiptoes. Strong core, find a focus spot on the floor. Just relax the heels down, come all the way up as you inhale. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, tall mountain, and exhale, forward fold. So you're coming all the way down. Relaxing the head, legs, straight legs if possible. You can get hold of your shins here, or your ankles, and bring the head closer to your legs. And then we're going to bend the knees, come back up into our chair. And then we're going to come into swinging chairs, so the arms behind, and we're going to see if we can travel all the way up to tall mountains on the tiptoes. So balancing here. Hands can come down in prayer towards the chest as I slowly bring my heels down towards the mat. Well done. So we're going to close the eyes. Breathe nice and deeply. Notice how you feel. Okay. Just let's come back into our lovely chair. So let's bring the arms forward and just sit back into your chair. Make sure you see your toes. Make sure you're not tensing the shoulders up. And if you do that, maybe bring the arms lower or maybe widen the arms slightly. Okay? So from our chair, we come all the way up and stretch up again. And down. Come to the chair. So you get used to the chair, hands in prayer, all the way up. Stretch your arms, come into chair last time. And then from here, we're going to bring the hands. So we're going to join the sort of the fingertips. We're going to sort of like hugging something. And we want it closer, yeah? So all this hugging is lots of good things coming to you. Yeah, imagine whatever you like. So coming here and then balancing on the left leg, we're going to bring the right leg behind and open the arms into warrior two. Vibradasana two. So just relax the arms down. Have your gaze on your left fingers. We're going to bring the right arm forward. Make fists with your hands. Then bring your thumbs up and then down. Then we're going to do arch our arms. So we're going to pretend we are pulling an arch. Strong arms here, yeah? intent, with lots of intent. So inhale, exhale. Then we go deeper into the pose. Relax the legs slightly as you inhale, pull, exhale, just go deeper. Stretch both arms, come back basically into warrior two, and then come into soft warrior, and then low lunge. So we're coming into a low lunge, left foot is forward, going to place the hands into the mat and come into a plank, or drop your knees down. Through plank, we are coming all the way down. And we're going to just have the hands next to the chest and peel up into cobra. Come down, repeat cobra, or come into an upward facing dog. And then do one of the two, or otherwise from upward facing dog, see if you can lift everything up. So it's just the top of your feet, basically. Yeah? And you just stretch your arms, look up. Come all the way down, tuck your toes under, come into a plank, and then come back into downward facing dog. And walk the feet towards the front of the mat. Relax down into Uttanasana, and then come back into your chair. Start to bring lots of good things to you, lots and lots. And just balance on the right leg, bring the left foot behind, open the arms for warrior two. So opening the left side of the body, the left hip, turning your left foot as necessary to find a comfortable position, relax your shoulders. Left arm comes forward first, thumbs up, arch your arms. So inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last one, inhale, exhale. Stretch the arms, warrior two. Inhale here, exhale, soft warrior. Take an inhale here, and as you exhale, come all the way down into a high lunge and vinyasa if you want this time. So meeting up in downward facing dog. Breathe nice and deeply. Let's do a little bit of balancing now. So right leg comes up. We're going to bring the right foot in between the hands. And then we are hopping, coming into a standing split pose. And then from here, see if we can turn into half moon. So we place either the right hand onto the floor, or if you have a block, use a brick. And then basically we want to open up the left side of the body. Yeah, so we balance on the, balancing on the right leg and open up the left side of the body. Otherwise you can use the block, of course. Yeah, so have a go. Doing this, it's a nice hip opener. In this case, we open the left hip. When you had enough, come back into a standing split pose. And then, without placing the left foot into the mat, see if you can come up to a standing, hugging the left knee to the chest. Or maybe placing your right hand against the wall for balancing. Another hip opener is a standing picture pose. So left foot goes on top of the right leg, or even higher if you want, near the right hip. You can hold the left shin with your hands. You can find a focus spot in front of you, okay? And then from here, if you feel balanced, you can just have the hands in prayer. Like a sort of more variation of tree, but It's a bigger hip opener, and of course you bring the foot up, so yes. You can squat down on your right leg if you want. Whoops. And then come out of the pose. Shake your legs. Come into Tadasana. And then make your way down again. So inhale, big stretch up, maybe back bend. Moving the arms, come all the way down. Come into monkey, exhale, forward fold. Jump, opening the legs back into a plank. Come all the way down. Come up into cobra or upper facing dog. And then move back into downward facing dog. We take 3 nice long breaths here. So we get used to breathe again. Just long inhales and long exhales. We're going to lift the left leg up into a 3-legged dog. And we're going to bring the left foot in between the hands. And we sort of hop onto the left leg, coming into a standing splits with the right leg up. And then I can't remember what we did. Oh yes, we opened up in half moon, didn't we? So we can have a block to the side if we prefer. Okay, and just open up to the right. We can soften the knee as needed. I can't hold it for too long because my knee is terrible. So slowly, if you can, without putting the right foot down, I'm going to place the right foot near the left hip on top of the left leg. We can hold the foot to start with. If we feel balanced, just place the hands in prayer in front of the chest, and if we feel we can, I come and knees really bad, you can squat down on your left knee as well. Okay. And we come out of the pose, we shake the legs, and we make our way down into the mat. So big inhale, exhale, come down. Inhale, monkey. Exhale, forward fold. Let's come back into garland pose. So widen the feet, bring the feet to an angle, come down into Malasana again. We're going to do a little bit more hip and buttocks work from here. So what we want to do from this position, we want to bring the hips leveled with the knees, hold it, and then just come down. Yeah? There's this, this. Not too high, just imagine your hips align with your knees. Last one. Oh, well done. We're going to slowly come to a seated. I'm going to stretch the legs in front. Just give it a shake. I'm going to come down into a forward fold first. So inhale, bring your arms up. You can use a strap as well if you want. Just come down, relax. Down. Relax your face, relax your arms, flex the toes. Stretch for your lower back as well. Come all the way up and roll the shoulders away from the ears. So if you can come into a boat, we work the core a little bit more. We're going to place the hands in prayer, interlock the fingers, thumb and index finger to touch. We're going to see if we can bring the legs to the left and the arms to the right and the other way. The legs are bent to start with. Then if you feel like you can do it, you can just stretch the legs as well. as you do it. It's much harder. Yeah? Coming back to butt. And then we are going to come to a seated. Left heel, if possible, in first. I'm going to start stretching the back, so walking the hands forward. Just have a nice stretch of your lower back and your hips at the same time. Come all the way up. Change the crossing of your legs, so right heel first, and just come down again and stretch again. Just bring your hands all the way up. What's the time? We can squeeze another couple of hip stretches. So we can do cradle the baby with the left heel in. We're going to get hold of the right foot and right knee, or place the hands underneath this way. Or you can place the right foot on the crease of the left elbow, and the right arm comes underneath. Interlock the fingers, flex the toes, and sit nice and upright. We're going to swing from side to side. Just notice your right hip. I'm going to make like sort of circles in both directions. We're going to bring the right shin higher. I'm going to relax. We're going to swap. So choose the option right for you. You need to first of all to swing from side to side. Then we're going to make circles. And then we're going to bring the shin up and closer to you, of course. Just relax down now. Place the feet in front of you. So you can come down onto your back without using your hands and your arms. So just take your time. Back is nice and strong and straight, and you can stop as well if you want, of course, to challenge yourself a little bit more. Take as long as you want to go down, using your core. Just resist it, resist the urge to go down. Remember, the last thing to touch the ground will be the head. Once you are on the ground, just hug the knees towards your chest. Just give them a nice hug. Just relax all the back into the mat. Just place the feet down into the floor, very close to your buttocks. Palm of the hands are facing down. You come up into bridge 3 times, once, depends how many times you want to do it. If you want to do any variation on the pose, please go ahead. You can even do wheel if you want, if you like to do wheel. So you come up with your hips, you bring the weight into your shoulders, you bring the chin to the chest, you squeeze the knees together, you squeeze the buttocks. And then you just release it down with the complete relax, state where you place the hips down completely, or you let them hover, and then you come up again. And you can do, as I said, any variation of your chest. Maybe just come on the elbow. I'm doing this, supporting my lower back with my hands, coming on the tiptoes as well, chin to chest. Really push the weight onto the shoulders. And just come down and relax. And just choose another one of your choice. I'm stretching my arm, the arms, the top of my head. Just come all the way down and just hug your knees. Just bring the knees to your right, stretch your arms, capital T, turn your gaze towards your left, and maybe place your right knee on top of the left knee for further stretch. Just undo, bring the knees to the center and then just bring them to the left. As you finish your exhalation, turn your gaze towards your right hand. Just notice your body now heavy and relaxed. Just ready for relaxation when you can get. No, you don't have to think about any physical effort. Just relax. And healing. Come up to the center. Let's stretch one leg at a time in front. Let's have a full body stretch, bringing the arms above the head. Flexing and bending the toes. Just stretch your arms, your fingertips. With a big inhale. Exhale. Come into Shavasana. Of course, wear something warm if you need to. So palm of the hands are facing up. The feet are relaxed, the legs are wider than hips, slightly wider. Just notice again how you feel. So deeply in your breath. Find awareness of your breath. Total awareness in your breathing. Notice the inhale. Notice the exhale. Begin to feel the belly expand with each inhale and feel the belly contract with each exhale. Feel the breath coming in through the nostrils and filling the lungs. Feel the breath exiting through the nostrils as the lungs deflate. Relax the breath. Relax the breath. Find the feeling of heaviness in the body. Feel the heaviness. Feel each part of your body, from the toes to the top of your head, become heavy. You are so heavy that you sink into the floor. Find that awareness and feel the heaviness. Now become aware of the lightness in the body. Awaken that lightness in each part of the body, from the top of the head to the tips of the toes. Every part of the body is light and weightless. The body becomes so light that it might float off the floor. Just be aware of this lightness. Feel this lightness and stay with the feeling of lightness. Now find the feeling of being cold. Find that sensation of being chilled to the bone. Imagine facing the icy wind of winter head on. Imagine walking barefoot on a slab of ice. Your feet are cold. Your bones are cold. Your body is cold. Be aware of that feeling of coldness and feel the cold. Now turn to the feeling of heat. Find that experience of heat all over the body. Imagine a hot, humid day, no wind, the sun beating on your skin. Imagine sitting in a sauna, warm steam rising and filling the air with heat. Be hot, feel the heat, and be aware of the heat. Now move into the experience of pain. Concentrate on the feeling of pain, emotional pain, physical pain, and become aware of that pain. Rest with the feeling, with this feeling of pain. Now bring in the feeling of pleasure. Completely submerge yourself in pleasure. Relieve any past experience of pleasure, either physical or mental. Bring up to your memory something, a moment, a day, a person which made you really, really happy. Be in that moment and feel the pleasure. Slowly start to bring your awareness back to your room. Start stretching and moving in any way which feels good to you. Slowly come to one of your sides after a few stretches, and then move gently into a seated position of your choice. Just keep your eyes closed as you're sitting. Just acknowledge your practice. Notice how the practice has changed you this evening. Has brought any changes. Notice how, if you can remember how you felt before the practice and how you feel now. And enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you very much for joining me. Lots of love. Namaste. Thank you.